Joshua Cuthbertson Show. This is episode 56. I'm sitting here with my special guest, North Carolina State alumni. She graduated with her bachelor's and she got 2 master's degrees. She is the former JV basketball coach for Bern High, and now she is the new basketball coach for the Varsity Girls at Craven High School. Miss Andrinika Johnson, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, ma'am. So how you been doing ever since the pandemic hit us in March?
I've been doing good. Can't complain. A little rough with, workouts and stuff like that, but we figuring them out. We're figuring them out. We start one way and now they keep changing us. So, but it's gonna work out.
A lot of adjusting.
A lot of adjusting.
Yes, ma'am. Are you used to that though?
Yeah.
Even though it's the pandemic and pandemic's like making you adjust, but are you used to adjusting to things like in everyday life?
That's my everyday life. I'm usually the one that can do 2 or 3 things at a time. I can be talking to you, typing on the computer, and set something
all at once.
That's my lifestyle. That's how I like it. I like it always moving, always something going on.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
yes, ma'am.
Adjustments ain't nothing but a snap of the finger, and we just go on and do what we got to do.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I like that. So, like most of my special guests, I kind of knew the background and history, but you're actually my first special guest. I don't know no background, no history, no. So this is actually a learning experience for me, just like the people. So tell me where you're from.
All right, I'm originally here from New Bern.
Yes, ma'am.
Grew up, born and raised, single parent home. Father was in the military. Got into sports at about 7. Basketball, starting out.
Yes, ma'am.
Starting out with basketball. Played basketball all the way up through high school. My coach threw a little monkey in the wrench because she told me I was too short. What? She was like, "You too short to play college ball." I accepted it. It wasn't nothing that that was gonna hold me back. I also ran track for Bern High as well. Graduated class of 2001.
That's what's up. Daggone right.
Yeah. So I was.
That's crazy. She graduated in bed, but ironically, she got that Eagle shirt on right there, boy. Yeah, so they always come over, yes sir.
Went to college, went to North Carolina A&T, played on the scout team. I also was an athletic trainer for A&T as well, so it kind of balanced out me being an athletic trainer and playing on the scout team. Because again, my coach told me I was too short. Mentally, I had.
So you always heard that?
Yeah.
You too short to do this, too short to do this. You ain't
always.
Be able to...
Always.
Oh my goodness.
And so that was always my goal. Okay, I'm gonna shut you up.
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Daggone right.
I was the shortest, the smallest throwing shot put and discus in high school, but I would beat everybody, get first place. So it was like, they look at me, they're like, oh, we got this, and then I know, and they're like, wait a minute, hold on, coach, you know I'm better than us. So yeah, it's always been the adversarial, I'm too short to do this, I'm too short to do this, but I ain't care.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So you said your dad was in the military. So how was that growing up just with your mom and your dad being in the military?
It was cool. Me and my mom, we got a real tight relationship. Now she was hard because she old school, so everything I know is old school. It was, I'm gonna tell you once, and if you don't do it, you gotta learn on your own. So I always learned my lessons on my own. I was stubborn.
Life experience.
Yeah, everything. It's been a life experience with me and my mom, but and my dad too. He was stationed in California for a lot of years, so we would communicate. Stuff like that. Yeah. So it was fine.
So you still grew up how you grew up. Mom still took care of everything.
Mom took care of everything. Mom still take care of everything.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Mom still take care of everything.
So growing up an athlete, like you said, you played basketball, track, and then you was an athletic trainer at A&T, graduating and Bern High. Graduating and then now seeing yourself as a coach. Do you see any differences between seeing yourself play and then now you're coaching the game?
Yeah, because it's a mental thing. When you're on the court, the coach is telling you what to do. The coach is telling you what to run. The coach is telling you, what defense, whatever thing you're supposed to run. As a athlete, you just have to listen.
Yeah.
Now you gotta transition over. You gotta be able to make sure that the message is getting clearly to the player.
To the players, what you really want done.
Right, and then on top of that, you gotta make sure that you know what's going on the court as a coach. So it's a little bit different, but I've always had that leadership. So it's one of those like, okay, I gotta adjust.
Yeah.
It's time to adjust, put on a different hat so that I can make sure that my girls and whatever I do, they understand what's going on.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, JV, New Bern High,
Bern High.
assistant, but now you the head coach.
Yeah.
So that's from
Yeah.
assistant, and then you go to a different school. It's not like you get the job at New Bern High. You go to a whole different school, the rival school, and then you become the head coach. So talk about that transition and how is that taking effect on your everyday life now as a coach?
It hasn't completely hit me. I don't think it's gonna hit me until
it actually
we
starts.
actually hit the court
Yes,
and
ma'am.
get it going. When I was a JV coach, we were undefeated.
ma'am.
My two years there, we were undefeated. And the way I came in was I'm gonna be honest with you, it was really funny. I was at the elementary school, cause I've been in Craven County for 12 years. I was in the elementary school, and I got a phone call, and they were like, "Hey, Nika, you wanna coach?" I was like, "Yeah." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course.
Yes.
And they were like, "All right, we'll see you tonight. See you at West Craven at 4:30. What? Okay. So I went, but I couldn't do anything. I didn't know the players. So I told them, I was like, "Look, I'm just gonna sit here and watch y'all play." I was the coach on the court, but I just watched them play. I just watched them play. Cause I didn't have anything. I thought I was gonna go through at least a week's worth of practice or something.
They sent you out there that day.
That day. That's exactly how I started coaching.
So it's just like, hey, I got to see what y'all got. I got to see what
Yeah,
y'all
I got
can
to
do.
see what got to rotate.
So y'all
see
just
what
go
I
out
can
and
do.
y'all just play a
go
little
out.
pickup ball.
And then we were playing West Craven on top of that, so it was a rival game. I'm like, God, no, y'all put me in.
Y'all put me in this situation right on the spot. As soon as I step in the door.
Yeah, but once I learned them and everything else, the season got better. It got good. My next class was 2012. Yeah, 2012, 2013. I think. Yeah, somewhere in there. 2012, 2013, and we went undefeated. I started with them from scratch.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of freshmen and juniors and sophomores, and we started from scratch, and that was, putting the pavement, right? You know what I'm saying? And we went undefeated. We went undefeated that season. That next season, we lost one, and I was hot. Yeah, I was hot about that one game. But,
Yes, ma'am.
I haven't.
But it's just that passion for the game.
Yeah, it hasn't hit me yet. I think I don't think until
you actually get the
January
tryout.
6th. No,
the first
January
game.
6th, the first game.
You got to suit up as the coach, go out there, and you really got to put everything you worked on in practice to the test.
And only because it's not just me being the coach. I got to get this JV team back. I got to build the program. So
Yes, ma'am.
it's more to it than just coaching right now. I got to put in a lot of work to make sure that the women's program becomes back what it used to be.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, a lot of folks are missing that women's side.
Yeah.
Ever since Jamie left.
Ever since your boy?
Yeah.
For real.
Ever since Jamie left, so it's gotta work. That
Yes, ma'am.
I gotta put in so that I can get the JV team back in, and we can have 2 squads going just like the boys.
Yes, ma'am.
Cause girls sports is overlooked a lot.
Yes, ma'am.
A lot.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
A lot.
Yes, ma'am.
And they out there and they good, but you don't hear about them.
Got to get that attention back. Got to bring that spotlight back. Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's the goal.
Yes, ma'am. So did you see yourself being a head coach? Like after starting out as an athlete, track basketball, going to A&T, graduating, having 2 master's degrees. And that's incredible. 2 master's degrees.
Yeah.
And then going JV girls basketball, and then now head coach at West Craven High. Have you seen yourself going through all this in life?
I knew it was in me. It's always been in me. I didn't know it was gonna come. just how this one came. I found out through a former player's parent that the position was open. She was like, try. I was like, man, everybody about to hire me. She was like, no, try.
Yes, ma'am.
She said, try. She was like, try.
Just do it. Just apply for it.
Just apply. Just try. She was like, I know that you're going to be an essential piece if you get it. I said,
Yes,
all right, man, all right. And when I tried it, I got it.
Yes, ma'am.
I got it.
Ain't
So,
God good?
yeah.
Yes, ma'am. 'Cause
Yeah.
you didn't even think you were gonna get it. Yes, ma'am. So also thank whoever pushed her to go out there for that position. Thank you.
Kathy Henderson. I gotta give her all of it.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
got to. And then honestly, everything started falling into place. So I got the position. I was like, all right, cool. I could figure out my schedule because I work at the early college. And then next thing I knew, a teacher position opened up at West Craven. So I interviewed for that, got that. So God has started opening up more doors for everything once I listen. Because you know we don't like to listen. But once I listen, everything just started opening up. I was just like, thank you.
One, you need that voice.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that voice of reasoning.
Yeah.
Coach Kathy Henderson, that go for it, push it. You might not think you're gonna get it, but hey.
Yeah.
Now you got a teaching job and a head coach position. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's incredible, man. That's incredible.
Yeah. It is.
So from there, how's workouts been? 'Cause I know y'all been in the gym, y'all been active. I know they've been letting y'all, I know ever since COVID, they've been letting y'all get back in the gym a little bit. So how's everything been so far? As the head coach.
It's been good, but it's been aggravating and trying something. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yes, ma'am.
I knew what I was getting into, but you don't know until you actually see it.
Until you actually step into it.
Right. So until I saw it, I was just like, whoa, okay, I gotta step back. I gotta make some adjustments to make sure that my players are at the caliber that I need them to be at. Cause like I told them, this isn't pick up on the hoop on the street.
Yes,
Basketball.
ma'am.
This is organized basketball.
This ain't the part 5-on-5.
Right, and this is it's certain things that you have to be able to do mechanically before you can do anything on the court.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I had to make sure that they have those fundamentals, and so that they can execute it on the court. My problem I'm running into is getting them out here. Getting them out there. It's excuses. It's excuses.
Yes, ma'am. So how do you deal with that as a coach? So far, man, has this been your first head coaching job? So how do you deal with it?
I just let them have them, because at the end of the day, and I tell my girls this: if you really want something,
you gonna go get it.
You gonna go get it.
You gonna make
whatever happen
to go. Yes,
exactly.
ma'am.
So if they come with the excuses, okay, and I keep it moving. I take the ones that I got, and I'm gonna make sure that they gonna have everything.
They gonna mold into the one, yes, ma'am.
Right, and the other ones, if they can fall in line, they can. If they can't,
but we ain't taking no excuses.
Won't take no excuses.
Yes, ma'am.
I literally had to sit one of them down and be like, look, when you say but,
that's the excuse right there.
That's an excuse.
That's starting it right there.
And that lets me know that you're lazy. I'm not taking lazy players.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want to hear it. So you either come,
yes, ma'am,
do what you got to do. I don't want to hear it no more.
Yes, ma'am. We trying to build a program. We
Exactly.
trying to get back. Yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
This is business. Yes, ma'am.
It's a business thing.
Yes, ma'am.
We got some folks that we got to hush up.
Yes, ma'am. So we can't have no excuses, no this, no.
Right.
When you step in the gym, they got to be about basketball.
There you go.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's how I run it every single day. They
Yes,
understand y'all got a lot to prove because of your past seasons. So I don't have time for the excuses.
Yes, ma'am.
We building.
We got to work. We got to fix the fundamentals.
Yep.
We got to get to. We ain't even got to making plays yet. We don't offense plays
no,
yet. We ain't even close to that.
Ain't even close to it.
Man.
Ain't even close to it, but it's coming.
Yes, ma'am.
It's coming. Especially defense. I love defense.
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is my gosh.
Yes, ma'am. You got to lock something up. Yes,
I've
ma'am.
always loved defense.
Yes, ma'am.
Especially being, again, my height, 5'1".
You could be a pitch.
We can move everywhere.
You can move everywhere. Yes,
quick.
ma'am. You're faster than the usual. Yes, ma'am.
Right. So defense has been my thing. We went over it, but I really want to make sure that all the girls have the mechanics.
On defense, yes,
on
ma'am.
defense and offense. Right now we're doing mostly offense because of the pandemic,
Yes, ma'am.
and they can stay spaced apart. So dribbling, shooting, making sure your form is right, making sure your feet work is right, when you're catching the ball and all of that stuff. And then we throw in a little bit of cardio. They haven't done cardio in a while, but they about to get back into it.
As you can tell, because the pandemic made everybody lazy.
Yeah.
Made all the students get lazy. They sit down. They video game, that Fortnite,
Yeah.
that 2K, yes ma'am.
Yeah.
And then now the PS5.
Yeah.
And now the just some extra
Yeah.
throw to get
Some-
distraction, to throw the kids off, yes
But
ma'am.
again, if they want it, they'll come out.
They do it for that PS5.
Yeah. They'll do it for that PS5. There you go.
Yes ma'am,
There
that's
you
a
go.
fact.
They'll do it for that PS5. So yeah, just getting them out there has been my worrisome, because I have some days I had 9, some days I had 1, and I just be like,
How this happened from one day to the next?
we had 9 the other day, we only got 1. All right, let's go to work.
Let's go to work.
Let's go
The
to work.
grind don't stop.
Yeah, don't stop.
Yes ma'am.
Yeah, I just want them out there, especially again they got something to prove.
Yes, ma'am. That chip on your shoulder, yes, ma'am.
They got
And they should have
something.
that chip, not as you as a head coach, but they should already have that chip from the past seasons and what we've been going through.
Right.
Yes, ma'am. So
And
they
that's
should
why
already be hungry.
Right. But they're not as hungry as I thought. Some of them.
Yes,
Some
ma'am.
of them are. I'm not even gonna lie. Some of them are.
Got
Some
that.
of them aren't as hungry.
Yes, ma'am. We got to bring that. We got to bring that spark back to the
Right.
west side. Yes, ma'am. We got to get it back.
Yes, I'm trying to get there.
Yes,
Trying to get there.
ma'am.
It's coming.
Yes, ma'am.
It's coming.
Yes, ma'am. So.
December 7th. We'll see.
Ooh, and that's trial day, boy.
Yeah. December 7th.
Yes, ma'am. So I was about to ask what's next, but December 7th is what's next. Tryout day.
December 7th is what's
Yes, ma'am.
next.
That's
They
the
got it.
next big date on the calendar, December 7th. That's when we can try out. Every school they're gonna have tryouts for the girls and boys basketball team. So how you looking right now, and how you feeling right now going into December 7th tryouts?
I feel good. I feel like I'm going to get more girls that haven't been working out. I hope I do. But again, we got to see where they at,
Yes, ma'am.
because I can't take steps back. And it's a dishonor to my girls that's been coming.
It's been coming every day.
Right,
Yes, ma'am.
right. If I take steps back, I gotta start from the beginning all over again, and that's gonna be rough.
Yes,
Because we
ma'am.
done started from the
So
bottom.
we started from the bottom. We done started from the bottom. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So going back to the bottom is something we
Right.
can't do.
Let's start all over again.
Yes,
nah,
ma'am.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yes,
I'm ready
ma'am.
to say I'm in basketball season.
That's a good thing to say, boy.
I'm just ready
It's
to
back, boy.
say
We in
it.
basketball
Yeah,
season.
we in basketball season.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just waiting for it. I don't know what the high school association is gonna do. Once we do have tryouts
Yes, ma'am.
because of the pandemic, but I'm just ready for it.
Yes, ma'am. That's a fact.
Ready.
Now, this is my last question.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you watch WNBA basketball, but I love it. My favorite player is Candace Parker. That's been my favorite player since she was Tennessee and then she came in WNBA. That's my favorite. Even though a lot of people like Maya Moore, I love Candace Parker. Who is your favorite WNBA player of all time? Mine is Candace Parker. Like, I don't care if old
I got
school,
two.
new school.
I got two. Dawn Staley. She's the head coach for South Carolina Gamecocks.
Gamecocks.
She
Yes,
just
ma'am.
won a game.
She just won a game
14
107 to 37. Oh
Yeah.
my. Man, I saw that on Facebook. I said, what in the world?
Yes, sir.
How do you win a game 107?
Dawn is.
She didn't call the dogs off. She didn't.
No.
The players, she just. Oh
I
my
mean,
man.
I done had a game like that. I had a JV game like that. We were up by 30, and they were like, you should still be playing.
Yeah,
Nah,
put
my
the
girls.
third string in.
Nah, they were in. They were still just scoring. But my thing is, I'm doing a dishonest to my players if they're not getting in learning.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand what I'm saying?
So we're not gonna tell them to slow down.
I'm not gonna tell
when
them
I
to
teach
slow
them
down.
in practice to go hard.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am.
And they were like, no, you're supposed.
No, ma'am.
I understand what you're saying.
What you're saying, but at the same time, yes,
it.
ma'am.
I'm not
yes,
gonna
ma'am.
do it.
And I appreciate that.
I'm not
yes,
gonna
ma'am.
do it. I'm not
yes,
gonna do it.
ma'am.
So when I saw
Boy,
the score,
when
I was like, yeah, that's Dawn.
When I saw that, I was like, oh my, that.
Yeah.
Whoever they got they scheduled next, but y'all better be prepared because they is ready.
So yeah, Dawn and then Cynthia Cooper. Yeah.
See, I thought Lisa Leslie was gonna come out or Shirley Swoops.
I'm a guard person.
Okay.
Remember I'm short.
Yeah, okay, yes.
So everybody with the guard and the shooting,
yes, ma'am.
That's what I love.
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
Cynthia Cooper and Dawn Staley. Yeah.
Okay, yes, what's up? Yes, ma'am.
My two favorite.
They ain't better than Candace Parker.
That's old school right there. So they know a little more than
yes,
Candace
ma'am.
herself.
But Candace, she's just so, man, she's 5'6", 6". Oh my goodness.
See, but again, I'm short.
Yes, ma'am. So you not even. I like that.
You like the height.
Yes, ma'am.
I like the shortness. Because Dawn is like 5'8",
5'8", 5'9".
Yes,
ma'am.
And so is Cynthia Cooper.
Yes, ma'am.
Both of them, they shorties.
I just can't believe Coach did that. 100 or something.
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't. You gotta teach them.
You gotta teach them, but come on, man.
Yeah, hey.
At 90 something, at least call the dogs up. At 80. You gotta come on.
My girls got to learn. Let's go. My girls got to learn. Let's go.
And that's tough. That's tough love, buddy.
It got to be.
It's tough love.
It got to be. Yeah, I had my game. We was up. I think it was 60, 63 to 30 something. And they were like, "You gotta get out of man." I said, "For what?"
Keep the pressure on.
Okay. I got my third string again. That's y'all niceness. It's my third string.
Look, it ain't my first string.
Yeah, I'm not changing up what
we done been teaching and learning every day. Yeah.
No.
Can't do that. We can't go backwards.
No,
yes,
can't go backwards. Can't
yes,
go
ma'am.
backwards. Yeah. So Cynthia and Dawn. Cynthia and Dawn, my gods.
Yes,
my gods.
ma'am. Well, there y'all have it, y'all. That's the end of the 56th episode with the new Varsity Girls basketball head coach at West Craven High, Andrinika Johnson. We out. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching the Joshua Cuthbertson Show. Please continue to show your love and support by clicking the subscribe button below the video. Check us out next week on the next episode of the Josh Cuthbertson Show. We out.